Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to give you guys a heads up on potentially yet another Blizzard title headed on over to Steam, and it's a major one that definitely hits home with me. So we'll talk all about that. On top of that, the new Steam Deck, the OLED Steam Deck. Man, I'm always tempted by making these purchases that I really don't need to make, and I feel like the OLED Steam Deck is another one of those. Man, this is a nice upgrade. If you have yet to pick up a Steam Deck and you've been on the fence, that 1TB OLED looking incredibly spicy. So we'll talk about that and a bit of an update on the next Mass Effect, which, surprise, surprise, isn't going to come out for a very long time. And I think BioWare is honestly, whoever makes the decisions on that, they're whack for even teasing that game. It's honestly super lame, and it's not just a BioWare thing. It's something that's done in gaming pretty regularly now, where they damn well know these games aren't going to come out for like a decade, and they just announce them and get people excited thinking that they're going to come out very soon. But again, we'll talk about that at the end of this video. First of all, it looks like Hearthstone is coming to Steam. It's not officially confirmed by Blizzard, but it's noted on Out of Dock Games. We feel it's safe enough to say that if they went through the development time to detect Steam, it's going to happen. So far, Overwatch and Diablo 4 happened with that. A new string appears, global error Steam account linking for Hearthstone, and as far as, there are some other details. I'll leave a link in the description box below. Steam account linking UI as well for Hearthstone. Now, if you guys don't know, Hearthstone was probably the Blizzard game that I got the most into. Yes. It is a virtual card game, and man, is it addicting as all hell. When I, roast people for spending a lot of money on games like, whatever, Genshin Impact or whatever microtransaction game floats your boat, when I always say that, I roast people because I've been down that same rabbit hole. I was down bad when it came to League of Legends. Oh, and you damn right, I was down bad when it came to Hearthstone. Literally buying virtual cards that offered you no value, unlike a regular TCG where you would actually get physical cards that you could exchange with people, trade them, sell them, whatever the deal is. I mean, you can make the argument that, hey, you buying digital games is kind of the same thing. You can't do anything with it, but you get the idea. When it came to Hearthstone, a game that I legitimately spent over $500 on, that is not a stretch, and I know people that spent way more than $500. Every time a set came out, it was nice when we had, like, the Nax Ramesses that offered us so much value for, what was it, the $20, $25, but then when a brand new set came out, whether it be a Goblins versus Gnomes, or, I forget the names of some of these sets now, that's where you would really pop off and you would buy a ton of packs, or you would just try to grind your way into getting the cards that you want. I think, was it Goblins versus Gnomes that introduced Dr. Boom? I think it was. Man, how crazy was Dr. Boom? The Dr. Boom era of Hearthstone was a different beast. But Nax Ramus was crazy as well when you had cards like Haunted Creeper and Sludge Belcher. Obviously, as you guys can tell by my tone, I haven't played Hearthstone regularly in a very, very long time. But you know what? With the game coming to Steam, I may actually give it another look and at least play it for a little bit. Am I going to dump $500 into it? Well, I certainly hope not. I don't want to ever get into a free-to-play game to that extent again in my lifetime, but nonetheless, Hearthstone is a game that I had a lot of fun with, and really for me, what ultimately my Hearthstone playtime came from after a while was through the arena mode, just cycling in arena over and over again, and you build up gold after a while, where you can do that pretty easily, where you can just play for free. But Arena, I thought, was a lot of fun, drafting your decks and whatnot. I'm sure that they've implemented a lot of new game modes and whatnot. I haven't followed Hearthstone in so long, so my understanding of the game, and especially the meta these days, is pretty non-existent. But when you talked about the basic set, Goblins versus Gnomes, like, that's my era. Nax Ramus and whatnot, Ysera, Deathwing, like, those cards I thought were dope. The only thing I didn't really love about Hearthstone is, yes, and every card game is going to have this to an extent, the RNG in Hearthstone was kind of ridiculous. Like, Dr. Boom, literally, the little boom bots that it summoned, it was RNG stacked on top of RNG. You hit a random enemy, and then you did damage 1 through 4, I think it was. Like, it's RNG stacked with RNG. Same thing with, like, Ysera. You get a random dream card, and it goes on and on when it came with the RNG. You guys remember, like, Unstable Portal? Unstable Portal was the biggest RNG ever, and it literally won people games. Like, if you coined Unstable Portaled, and then you just dropped a 3-mana turn 2 or whatever it was, that pretty much won you the game a lot of the times because your curve was just so crazy at that point. Some of you guys that have never played Hearthstone have no idea what I'm talking about, but just understand, Hearthstone's RNG, I feel like, is at another level. But yeah, there you go with that. Also, moving on from that, obviously, huge news. SteamDeck OLED has been officially revealed. As I'm recording this video, I can't even buy it. Now, it's limited to US and Canada, but I'm logged into Steam and it's literally telling me it's not available in my country. I'm sure the page is getting bombarded. People are trying to make their orders, and yeah, hopefully it is live soon. Yo, guys, I'm gonna be real. I don't know if I'm gonna get suckered in. I really hope I don't get suckered into buying this. Let's put it that way, because I bought the original Steam Deck, 512 gig. I bought the ROG Ally. Guys, I can't buy the Steam Deck OLED. I can't be one of those people, guys, where I'm spending so much money on these devices that, yes, I've gotten my value out of the ROG Ally. I love it. I got my value out of the Steam Deck, but I think I'm good with the ROG Ally for now, and I think, you know, skipping a couple of these, you know, skipping the Steam Deck OLED for now, skipping whatever next, you know, ROG Ally 2 or whatever it is that they come out with, yeah, I think I'm gonna skip those. But the 1TB OLED is $649. This is the same price point that the 512GB Steam Deck was at launch, and $649, not that bad. With the 1TB NVMe SSD, you get the OLED screen now, you get a better battery life, 45-watt power supply, and a 50 WHR battery. 3 to 12 hours of gameplay is noted. That's all for $649. They have a 512GB model OLED as well. That's $549, so that's an awesome deal. I believe the original 512GB, again, was $650, I believe, so $549 is a great price on that. Now, they do have price drops on the existing models, the LCD models. The 64GB is $349, the 512GB is $449, while the 256GB is $399. I would just get the 512 at that point if you're looking to pick up the legacy model, but really, I would probably think about paying the $550 to get the OLED 512, or even go for the $649 with the 1TB OLED. You know, I am a sucker when it comes to products like this, and I really do want an OLED Steam Deck, but, you know, I have the Ally. Ally's got the 1080p display, which I know some people meme on the 1080p display on a smaller screen like that. I noticed the difference. I'm a 1080p guy, so, you know, the resolution for me is a big deal, so I really like that 1080p screen, and it performs really well. Like, playing games like Horizon and Spider-Man on the Ally, just fantastic, and I'm sure it's going to be great on the OLED as well, but for this one, I think I'll be skipping out. But yeah, new model for the Steam Deck, as the original model is being phased out. And lastly, I do want to note, according to Jeff Grubb, the next Mass Effect game will not come out until 2029! Dragon Age Dreadwolf was revealed back in 2018, and Jeff was told that this is similar in terms of timeline as far as when this game is going to get released. Dreadwolf is scheduled for a release sometime in 2024, you would think, but I could easily see that getting pushed into 2025. In fact, I think that's pretty likely that it's going to be a 2025 title. As far as the next Mass Effect game, yo, I think it is so whack that developers do this, and screw Bethesda for doing it with Elder Scrolls 6 when they damn well knew that game wasn't going to come out anytime in the near future, and they still decided to do a teaser trailer. Screw BioWare, EA, whoever's involved in terms of making this announcement, or even doing these teasers. Yo, it's just stupid, because you know it's gonna generate this hype and anticipation on social media. Not everybody lives on social media where they can dissect all this information, and they're gonna think this game is coming out in the next year or two, and that's just not the case. BioWare knows that's not the case. Come on, at least be upfront and say it. Directly say it, that yeah, we're gonna drop this teaser trailer on you, but you guys aren't gonna play this game for 5 to 7 years. You know why they won't say that? Because that'll dissipate all the excitement that's generated on social media when they drop as small of a teaser as it is. They know what they're doing when they drop teasers like this. Just get the hell out of here. Drop Dreadwolf first, and then talk about Mass Effect. It's just so lame what these developers do. Sony does it too. Why did they reveal Wolverine back in 2021? I don't know. That game's not coming out until 2025. And this is an even worse instance. Same with Bethesda and Elder Scrolls 6. Microsoft reveals these games years and years in advance, and then they're just stuck in development for I don't know how long. It's just such a lame promotional tactic that these developers do now, and it's like more prevalent than ever, just because obviously development windows are so much longer, but You see it happen so regularly to the point where it's like, you know, the KOTOR remake, that game is pretty much canceled. So it's like, what was the point of revealing that? The Quantic Dream Star Wars game, when is that coming out? I don't freaking know. But it's just so lame that this constantly happens. But yeah, I'm not gonna go on a rant about this again. But that'll do it for me. Again, it looks like Hearthstone is coming to Steam. That's pretty exciting for me, at least. 1 terabyte SteamDeck OLED, man, I wish I could get it, but I think I gotta be smart here and be like, yo, I bought the deck, I bought the ally. Let's cool the jets a little bit. And Mass Effect 5 probably won't be out until 2029. And really, if we're talking about 2029 release dates, it could easily go to 2030, 2031, around that range. And the fact we're talking about games that far out, like, what are we doing here? Like, let's make it to 2026 first, and then we can talk about games coming out in 2029. But that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.